Hello, friends. Welcome back to Wonderfully Made Bible Stories for Children. I'm Anna and I'm so glad you're here with me again. Last time, we learned about Adam and Eve and their choice to disobey God. This choice brought sin into the world. Today, we'll hear about their children, Cain and Abel, and what happened when one of them made a very poor choice. But don't worry, this story also reminds us of God's love and forgiveness. Today's story is from Genesis chapter 4. Are you ready to dive in? Let's get started. After Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden, they began their new life outside. God blessed them with 2 sons. Their first son was named Cain, and their second son was named Abel. Cain grew up to be a farmer. He worked hard to grow fruits and vegetables in the soil. Abel became a shepherd and took care of sheep. Cain and Abel always brought some of their produce to God. Cain brought some of the fruits and vegetables he had grown, and Abel brought the best lamb from his flock. God was pleased with Abel's gift because Abel gave it with love and his whole heart. But God wasn't happy with Cain's gift because Cain didn't give it with the same love and care. Cain became very angry and his face showed it. God spoke to Cain and said, "Why are you angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But be careful, sin is crouching at your door. You must rule over it." But Cain didn't listen. He invited Abel to go out into the field with him. While they were there, Cain made a terrible choice. He hurt Abel, and Abel died. God saw what happened and asked Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replied, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" God was saddened by Cain's actions and told him that he would no longer be able to farm the land as before. But even though Cain sinned, God still loved him. He put a special mark on Cain to protect him and promised that no one would hurt him. Wow! That was a hard story to hear, wasn't it? Cain made a big mistake because he let anger take over his heart. When Cain disobeyed, God punished him but still showed mercy. That's a reminder for us that God is just, and He loves us, even when we mess up. Let's think about this. Have you ever felt angry like Cain? We all do sometimes, but it's important to talk to God and ask Him to help us make good choices. Here's a question for you to think about with your family. What can we do when we feel angry or upset? Maybe we can take a deep breath, pray, or talk to someone we trust. Remember, God is always ready to forgive us when we ask. And just like Cain, we are loved by Him, no matter what. Thank you for joining me today to hear the story of Cain and Abel. Next time, we'll hear about a man named Noah and how God used him to save the world with a big boat. We'll hear also about a rainbow promise. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, you are wonderfully made. Bye for now.